Description of the problem. In this problem, we must algebraically prove that a specific equation is an identity. In order to accomplish this, we must transform the left side of the equation to match the right side by using common trigonometric properties and logic.
Discussion of the necessary concepts and skills. First, it is necessary to understand what an identity is. An identity is an equation whose two sides are equivalent for all values of x in the domain, despite the differences in appearance between the sides. When solving an identity, the goal is to prove that both sides of the equation are in fact equivalent by transforming the left or right sides of the equation until they are identical. Identity problems require a thorough understanding of the Pythagorean, reciprocal, and quotient properties because these theorems will help to transform the equation. For this problem, we specifically need to know the Pythagorean property for sine and cosine, cosine squared x plus sine squared x equals 1, and the reciprocal property for cosecant, 1 over sine squared x equals cosecant squared x. It is also important to remember that unlike transformations, when solving an identity, you can work on both sides of the equation, but you should usually start with the side that is more complicated.
Step-by-step solution. First, decide which side to work with. In this case, the left side is more complicated, so we will start to transform the left side. To begin to simplify the fractions, multiply the left side by the common denominator of 1 minus cosine b times 1 plus cosine b. This creates a common denominator of 1 minus cosine squared b. Notice that the numerator of each fraction is the conjugate of the denominator from the original expression. This occurs because each original denominator was already a factor of the common denominator, and therefore the numerator will not be multiplied by the original number. The next step is to add the fractions. It is now possible because they have a common denominator.
Using your knowledge of the Pythagorean property of sine squared b plus cosine squared b equals 1, transform 1 minus cosine squared b into sine squared b. Factor out the 2 from the numerator. Using your knowledge of the reciprocal property for cosecant, transform 1 over sine squared b into cosecant squared b.
Distribute the 2, therefore multiplying cosecant squared b by 2. The left side of the equation now matches the right side of the equation, and we have proven the identity.